Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubians, transgendered folks, pipe smokers, and cigar smokers. This is Ambassador Pipe, aka Ambassador Cigar, aka Ambassador of Advice. Now, the reason I am doing this video is I am not going to lambaste, barbecue, or have grilled people. Now, I'm going to tell you what I think, okay? Now, mind you, this video is going to be broken into several sections. Basically, in the same movie. Topics, and I only got 10 minutes, so I better get to brass tacks. Now, as some of you are aware, we've been having somewhat of a problem because you keep telling me I've been barbecuing my own type. That is not true. What I wanted to say, before someone decides to try to barbecue me again, which I don't mind, is the following. Now, what I said is, and if you guys got it all out of context, was people should not be doing sob stories about losing their job and asking for handouts. And having someone say, "Oh, the medical system around here is crappy, therefore President Obama should give sex changes." Well, let me put it to you this way in terms you can all understand. So read my lips. Son of a... Now I gotta relight my pipe again. Here goes. When it comes to the medical system, it needs to be overhauled. Yes. Being on Medicare, it does need to be overhauled. Let me just say, medical does not cover optical, dental, or mental. And if you're lucky, you can get Medicaid. But we're not talking about the medical system. Now, let me tell you this. Even if the government overhauled the medical system here in the United States, I do not think sex changes should be allowed. Let me tell you why. Because you'd have a lot of angry, pissed off Americans saying their tax dollars being wasted on sex changes. Now, mind you, that is my point of view. Personally, deep down, just like you, the viewer, I wouldn't mind it having it done. But I have to think of the American people. They'd be pissed off. Just like how S-CHIP, State Children's Health Care Insurance Program, is now funded 11 million illegal little shitheads that are legally here, that are children. Our tax dollars is going for that. So technically, don't tell me that, well, the taxpayers shouldn't complain about sex changes. Taxpayers would be. I'm already bitching about the tax on my smokes, and I'm bitching on Sarah's taxes on her cigarette rolling tobacco going up $25 a pound. Now, how do we fix it? I'll tell you how we fix it. What I said was, if anyone says GID, gender identity disorder, kills, and it's because they have heart trouble or whatever, trust me. Let me put it to you this way. It doesn't kill. You only kill yourself because you're stressing because you can't get your sex change fast enough.
But don't worry, you shouldn't worry.
As Sarah, aka Aaron, as some of you know, is my second half somewhat, and let's just say Sarah used to be John, who couldn't go through the sex change because the hormones were causing him trouble. Instead, they don't want to be an overweight, fat person with no hormones and having a vagina and breasts, so they decided to live the best they can as a man till their next life, or until the second life in heaven. Mind you, I don't have any problems with hormones. What I have problems with is people saying, "Oh, I lost my job and this, that, and that." Yes, I have compassion too for the transgendered folk. At times, I can be ice cold too. When I showed you my pistol, I was saying if you think GID kills because you can't get your sex change fast enough and that kills, then what I was trying to say is why don't you just pull the hammer back, pull the trigger, and don't give a shit about your next life, even if you're in hell or heaven. Because frankly, what I was trying to say, logically, suicide isn't the answer, no, but if you guys keep saying, "Oh, well, GID kills, and if this person doesn't have their sex change fast enough, they will die." There's something called patience in this world. I would call you names, but technically that would be wrong. No one knows better than me or Aaron/Sarah. The point is, I've been on hormones 10 years. Problem is they're transgendered. A lot of people said they're not because either you have to go through the sex change or you don't. Well, this is my other point I was trying to make before Aaron keeps pestering me. Is one is that let me turn it up 10 degrees. One is the reason I am having this conversation is as if the person could get off their butt, find themselves another job, or relocate to another state. Oh wait, they might not have any money. Well, save up a few bucks here and relocate to a state that accepts it, because there's gonna, but then again, there's going to be discrimination everywhere. So how do you fix discrimination? You can't unless you sue. And suing is just, people are sue happy. What I was trying to say is, Calpurnia Adams and Andrea James, I do not think would be wanting to have their own people transgender. Same with Mianna Bagger and the rest, asking for a handout like Uncle or Auntie Pennybags from Monopoly, going, "Pay for sex change." I mean, come on. It'd be like me being disabled saying the same thing, which I could sit there and say, "Oh, well, I need a sex change, otherwise I'm gonna die." You know what? Personally, the main thing is here's the bottom line is, if you guys can find a job, get through it, GID won't kill. The key answer is hope and patience. Patience is the main one. If you find inner peace while you're waiting to have the surgeries, so be it. Now, here's one other thing before I go. If there is a lot of trannies out there that have already had their surgeries and stuff and are trying to move on, whether they're trying to find a man, a woman, a person, not anyone, and you hear these stories, "Well, I can't have surgeries and I'm poor and all this stuff." Well, all these rich trannies that are well known and the rest of the trannies that have had the operations could always pool their money together with the other ones that are still going through their surgeries, and they could all pull it together and help with an application process. They could help other people, like this one person, get their surgery, because everyone could put in $5 or $10 and it'd be done for them. Total how many in the world? Wouldn't that be nice? Then it's all done. Personally, that's my idea for you all to think about. Personally, that's the point. And then there's some dignity. Me, I have dignity, and I wouldn't ask for a handout. I found inner peace. With that said and done, I'm going to say peace, and just remember, the rich people, they can do an application process with the help of the transgender community and help those less fortunate with $5 or $10 a person and enough money piled up, they could have their surgeries paid for. Gender reassignment, facial surgery, BA, whatever. With that said, hasta lasagna, and don't get any on ya.